Alright folks, welcome back once again. This is Lucas Clones. I tried to do this video last night, but it got cut off because my memory card was over capacity. So I cleaned off my memory card and I'm back at it again. I have, as I said at the end of my last video, which by the way, sorry for it being so long, but at the end of my last video I said that I wanted to show you one more figure. And so that's what this video is going to be. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out and a big thank you to Tankster Innovations. We did a podcast on CAFN with him about a month, maybe a month and a half ago, interviewing him about his work. And upon discovering his work, I became a huge fan of him. He does some really super creative customs. To me, they're not even customs, they're really works of art. You gotta go and check out Tankster Innovations. And at the end of that podcast, he suggested that we trade figures, and I jumped right on it because, as I said, I'm a fan of his work, so to get the opportunity to own one of his works was, you know, how could I not be stoked about that? So, I didn't know what he was going to send me, and he sent me this Zartan, and I don't know how he knew, but Zartan is one of my favorite characters, and probably if you've been following my channel for a while, I probably have said that somewhere in there. I don't know what video it would be, but I have a lot of videos now, but it's in there somewhere. So he sent me this Zartan, and what I really like about the figure is how he's reimagined the character. And in fact, one of the things that's really cool when I got the figure is that I didn't even realize right away is that the head is not even a Zartan head. Let's see if I can get the hood off. It's actually a Destro head. Well, maybe you can see. Yeah, it's a 25th Destro, and I was like, wow, that's a really cool idea to use a Destro head to make a Zartan. So anyhow, I wanted to say thank you very much, and I hope that you enjoy the figure that I sent you, Tankster, although I know you said you did already. So anyhow, then that leads me into the figure that I want to present. But before I do that, I have one more thing to say. Tankster and a buddy of his named Stronox, who's also a great customizer, awesome customizer, another, I don't even say customizer, I say artist, have started a verse for customs, or sort of like a universe, called Desolation. And Desolation is a planet. It's also called Desolation, aka Crazy World. And if you're a customizer or if you're a fan of customs, you need to go on Facebook and find the page and like it, and give Tank and Stronox some love for coming up with this, because the whole idea of Desolation is to have a universe that's completely removed from any action figure lines like G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Marvel, whatever, but it's a new place, and you make up your own ideas. You can use whatever fodder you'd like or whatnot to create your own creations. And I, of course, being an artist, really enjoy that idea, and I like the idea of making my own characters. So, without further ado, I present to you Valcor for Desolation. And this is my first figure that I plan on making many more figures for the Desolation verse, and I'm very proud of this. This is probably the figure that I'm the most proud of out of all of my work, because it is a character that I created myself, and not something for, you know, G.I. Joe. Not that there's anything wrong with that, G.I. Joe or Star Wars. I of course enjoy that as well, but you know, a character that's totally mine. And what I did to make him was, it's basically just a Rise of Cobra heavy-duty body, and then I had a Pursuit of Cobra Snake Eyes Timber Wolf that I took the head off of. That's the wolf that actually the head moves. If you shake the tail, his head moves up and down. It's kind of lame, but it's actually a removable head. You can pop it off. It's just on a little joint, and it's not like a ball joint, but. And then so I dremeled that out, and I sculpted the back to go down from probably about, I'd say right about here back is all sculpt. And it was kind of ambitious sculpting for me. And then he's actually a general of it's called the Wolfen army, which is something I also made up. and I'm going to post his backstory in the notes of this video. I'm not going to say the whole thing. Let you just read it while you're watching the video. I don't want to focus on the figure here. But you can read his backstory. You can also find Valcor on the Desolation Facebook page if you go there. His shield is from a what is it? C.S. Lewis. Trying to think of the name of the movie. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyhow, the C.S. Lewis, the little figures that came out a little while ago. Narnia, that's it, Narnia. They had some figures, and one of them was Peter, I think was his name, and my son got him and, got tired of the figure. It wasn't articulated, but it came with this really cool shield, and lo and behold, it fits right on Valcor's arm. So I dremeled it down, sanded it smooth, and had like a dragon design, and painted it with a Wolfen symbol. And he's got some detailing all over him. He's kind of got like an urban camo design on him. Oh, and his shoulder armor there is from a really, really old Toy Biz Wolverine figure, believe it or not. It was a 5.5 inch, 6 inch figure, and it came with this shoulder mounted squirt gun or something like that. And the only thing really worth it out of all of it was the shoulder armor, so I modified that to fit Valcor. And his spear, or whatever you call this, it's kind of an invented weapon, is just the old Power of the Force Stormtrooper pike, Sandtrooper pike I should say, with a Snake Eyes sword added to the end of it. So it's kind of like a sword slash spear. I don't know. And then of course he's got his shoulder mounted missile launcher, or rocket propelled grenade launcher. And he's got some wrist missiles here, and I made this gauntlet too. So, and of course, he's got a tail back there, because he's a wolf, so he's got to have a tail. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and once again, check out Desolation, check out Tankster, check out Stronox, and if you're a customizer, they need more figures to fill up the universe. It's a whole universe, so. Alrighty, so that's going to do it for this video. This has been Lucas Clones. Thanks for watching as always, and bye-bye.